Bet you've never explored Borobudur like this before. Discover centuries-old secrets carved into over 1,000 narrative panels. Roam every corner in a full 360-degree virtual tour. Slip on VR and step inside these ancient halls without leaving your couch. Download a free photo book loaded with rare, historic images and today's ultra-clear shots. All yours for free now. No ticket fees, just pure Borobudur experience at your fingertips. Visit MediaLoca.com. Start exploring right now before everyone else. Don't keep this secret. Tag a friend, share the wonder. Visit MediaLoca.com now.
Welcome to our deep dive into Borobudur.
Borobudur.
One of the world's most awe-inspiring monuments.
Yeah.
Today we're going to explore the fascinating story
and
teachings depicted in its intricate bas-reliefs.
Right.
Specifically those focusing on the Gandavyuha Sutra.
It's truly remarkable, this massive structure in the heart of Java,
Wow.
built sometime in the 8th or 9th century, stands as the largest Buddhist monument in the world.
Wow.
Yet we have almost no historical records of its construction.
It's mystery.
It is.
Wrapped in stone.
Right.
And for this deep dive, those stones are our guide.
Okay.
We'll be using descriptions and photographs of the reliefs.
Right.
Alongside scholarly work on the Gandavyuha Sutra itself.
Which is key because these reliefs aren't just decoration.
No.
There's over 1,460 of them.
Wow.
With 750 Buddha statues.
Okay.
And these unique structures called sitiyas.
What are those?
All coming together to tell a story.
So it's like
It's like in a library.
A library carved in stone.
Carved in stone.
I love that. I'm excited to see what secrets we uncover.
Me too.
So to set the scene,
Okay.
Borobudur has 9 levels.
9 levels.
And the Gandavyuha Sutra.
Yeah.
Where does that fit in?
It gets prime real estate. Over 460 panels are devoted to this text.
Wow.
Which tells us it was incredibly important to the people who built this temple.
Yeah.
You see, the Gandavyuha is part of the even larger Avatasaka Sutra, foundational to East Asian Buddhism, even today.
So what's the essence of the Gandavyuha story?
Okay.
Why was it worthy of being carved into this monumental structure?
It tells the tale of Sudhana, a young pilgrim searching for enlightenment.
Okay.
His journey takes him to all these different teachers, what we call spiritual friends, each revealing a unique aspect of the path to awakening.
Also, kind of like a spiritual mentorship program.
Yeah.
Carved in stone.
Carved in stone. I'm curious about how they managed to depict these often
complex philosophical ideas
in
a visual way.
Yeah.
That seems like quite a challenge for the artists.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They had to be incredibly inventive, turning abstract concepts into scenes that could be understood by anyone who walked around the temple, even if they couldn't read.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So imagine you're approaching Borobudur for the first time.
Okay.
Where does this visual story begin?
Sudhana's journey starts on the 2nd level.
Okay.
Where he's shown being sent off by Manjushri, the Bodhisattva of wisdom.
Okay.
From there, you can literally follow his path level by level,
okay,
wall by wall.
Wow.
As he encounters increasingly wise beings.
It's almost like we're pilgrims ourselves.
It is.
Following in Sudhana's footsteps.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we get to see all these different spiritual practices and teachings come to life through the reliefs. What are some of the standout encounters that Sudhana has?
One that always captures my attention is his meeting with Megashir, a monk who teaches Sudhana how to visualize countless Buddhas.
Oh, wow.
It's a powerful meditative practice meant to expand your understanding of reality.
That's a lot to wrap your head around.
It is.
Instead of just telling him about it.
Right.
Megashir is helping Sudhana actually experience it.
That's right.
What a powerful teacher.
He is.
Who else does Sudhana run into?
He then meets Muktaka, a wealthy merchant. Now, you might think a merchant wouldn't be very spiritual.
Yeah.
But Muktaka's deep concentration allows him to show Sudhana a glimpse of the Dharmadhatu. That's the term for ultimate reality in Buddhism.
So it challenges the assumption that spirituality and material success are at odds with each other.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And then there's Queen, who embodies a healing presence. The reliefs show her surrounded by people she's helped.
Wow.
Highlighting the compassionate heart of a bodhisattva. It's a reminder that the path isn't just about personal enlightenment.
Right.
It's about using that wisdom to benefit others.
I like that it highlights the importance of service to others.
Mm.
Any other memorable teachers we should know about?
Oh, there are so many.
I bet.
But one I have to mention is Princess Maitreya.
Maitreya.
She has this incredible ability to let Sudhana see visions of Buddhas in every object in her palace.
Wow.
It's a striking visual representation of the interconnectedness of all things.
Yeah.
Almost like she's revealing the sacred within the mundane.
That imagery really sticks with you.
It does.
So we're seeing how each of these encounters reveals a different facet of the path.
Yeah.
But how did the artist convey the diversity of beings Sudhana meets?
Right.
We've got bodhisattvas, monks, kings, even supernatural beings.
Right.
Are they visually distinct?
Right. They really developed a visual language to help us identify them.
Okay.
For instance,
Yeah.
bodhisattvas often have elaborate headdresses
Okay.
and jewelry,
Uh-huh.
while monks are simply dressed with shaved heads.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of visual cues,
Yeah.
what about Sudhana himself? Is there anything that sets him apart in these crowded scenes?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Look for a parasol over his head.
okay.
That's a sure sign it's Sudhana.
I'll look for that.
And he's usually positioned on the right side of the panel, which is connected to the way people moved around the temple.
I'm all ears.
So you're meant to experience Borobudur by performing pradakaya,
Krotagai.
which is a ritual circumambulation.
Okay.
You walk around the temple keeping the sacred object,
Okay.
in this case the reliefs,
Yeah.
on your right side.
Right.
This means as you move, Sudhana is always to your right, symbolically guiding you along the path.
Such a clever way to bring you into the story. It makes you feel like you're really on this journey with him.
It does.
And of all these encounters,
Yeah.
who stands out as Sudhana's most important guide?
Without a doubt, it's Maitreya.
Maitreya.
He plays a central role,
Okay.
and you can see that reflected in how much space is devoted to him at Borobudur,
Yes.
especially on levels 3 and 4.
Okay. So we need to talk about Maitreya.
Okay.
Who is he and why is he so significant?
In Mahayana Buddhism, Maitreya is considered the future Buddha.
The future Buddha.
He's currently residing in a heavenly realm,
Wow.
waiting to return to Earth and teach the Dharma when the time is right.
So the Buddha in waiting.
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What do we learn about him from the reliefs?
Well, they don't just show him teaching Sudhana. We also see scenes from Maitreya's past lives,
Oh, wow.
highlighting all the good deeds that led to his elevated status.
Oh.
It's like we're getting a glimpse into his origin story.
Yeah.
The actions that made him worthy of becoming the future Buddha.
And visually. Yeah. Is there a way to identify Maitreya in the reliefs?
He's often depicted with a small stupa in his crown,
Okay.
although sometimes that detail is missing due to wear and tear over the centuries.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Fascinating. But you mentioned earlier that there's something unusual
Yeah.
about how the Gandavyuha is depicted.
Right.
Could you remind me what that is?
Ah, yes.
Okay.
The story is actually repeated in a second sequence on level 2.
Oh, really?
But it's not an exact copy.
Oh.
There are subtle differences.
Like what?
Some spiritual friends are left out entirely,
Oh.
while others get more attention.
Like a director's cut.
Yeah, it is.
I'm curious, why would they repeat the story,
Yeah.
but with these variations?
That's one of the big questions that still puzzles scholars.
Right.
Maybe the builders wanted to emphasize certain aspects of the teaching in this second sequence.
Okay.
Or perhaps it reflects different interpretations of the texts that were circulating at the time.
I'll give you a truth.
We simply don't know for sure.
Wow.
Which adds to the mystery of Borobudur.
A mystery we'll keep exploring.
We will.
So where does Sudhana's journey ultimately lead him?
Okay.
Who is his final teacher?
His final guide is Samantabhadra,
Samantabhadra.
whose teachings are found on the inner wall of level 4.
Okay.
What's incredible is that these reliefs actually illustrate verses
Wow.
from the Bhadrakari,
Vajrakari.
a famous hymn still recited in East Asian Buddhism today.
Really?
It's like we're seeing this ancient text come alive through the sculptures.
That's amazing, a powerful link between past and present.
It is.
What are the key themes that Samantabhadra emphasizes?
His focus is on benefiting others.
Okay.
He's calling listeners to use the wisdom and insight
Okay.
they've gained on their journey
Yeah.
to help all beings achieve awakening. It's not enough to simply seek enlightenment for yourself.
Right.
You must translate that understanding into compassionate action.
So it's a call to active compassion.
It is.
And bringing the wisdom gained on the journey
back
to the world to benefit others.
Exactly.
It's been an amazing journey so far.
It has.
And there's so much more to unpack.
So much.
But before we get into that,
Yeah.
I think we should take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of this project.
You're absolutely right.
To imagine the artistry and dedication that went into carving these reliefs, it's mind-boggling.
Absolutely.
It's truly a testament to the importance of the Gandavyuha Sutra in 8th century Java.
It is.
But it also speaks to the power of art to communicate spiritual truths.
Yeah.
In a way that transcends time and language.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here we are over 1,000 years later.
I know.
Still being moved by these images and stories.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
And we've only just begun to scratch the surface.
Exactly. We've laid a foundation. Now it's time to delve deeper into the visual storytelling, the symbolism, and the historical context that make Borobudur so extraordinary.
It is extraordinary.
It is.
It is. One of the things that makes Borobudur so unique is the way it seamlessly blends artistry and spirituality.
I agree with you.
These reliefs aren't just pretty pictures.
No.
They're carefully crafted narratives designed to engage the viewer on multiple levels.
That's what I find so captivating.
Yeah.
How did the artists manage to tell such a complex story across hundreds of panels? What techniques did they use to guide the viewer and create a sense of flow?
Well, one technique is visual hierarchy.
Visual hierarchy.
Sudhana, as the main character, is often depicted slightly larger than other figures, instantly drawing your attention to him amidst a crowd.
So it's like a visual cue telling you this is the guy you should be following.
Exactly. They also use architectural elements like doorways and pavilions to frame important moments or transitions. It's almost like they're creating chapters within the larger narrative.
And I've noticed how the settings change throughout the story.
They do.
Sometimes Sudhana's in lush gardens. Other times in grand palaces. Or even traveling through dense forests. Do these environments play a role in the storytelling as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The setting often reflects the nature of the teaching or the qualities of the spiritual friend Sudhana is meeting.
Okay.
For instance, encounters with monks might take place in serene, natural settings. Emphasizing simplicity and contemplation.
While meetings with royalty would be in those opulent palaces. Perhaps symbolizing worldly power and influence.
Precisely.
Okay.
And then there's the symbolism woven into every detail.
Yeah.
Trees, flowers, animals, even the gestures of the figures all hold meaning in Buddhist iconography.
So it's not just about following the plot.
No.
It's about deciphering this visual language to uncover the layers of meaning embedded in each scene.
Exactly.
That must be fun.
It is.
Studying Borobudur is like peeling back the layers of an onion.
It is.
There's always something new to discover, a deeper level of understanding to reach. It makes you appreciate the thought and intention behind every element.
It does.
Now let's talk more about the Gandavyuha itself.
Okay.
Why was this particular text so important to the people who built Borobudur?
Well, remember, the Gandavyuha is all about the Bodhisattva path, which emphasizes compassion service to others and the pursuit of enlightenment for the benefit of all beings, not just oneself.
So it aligns with the idea that our individual awakening is somehow connected to the well-being of everyone else.
Precisely.
Interesting.
And the choice to focus on the Gandavyuha might also reflect the influence of the Hawaiian school of Buddhism, which was prominent in East Asia during that time.
I'm curious to learn more about the Hawaiian school.
Okay.
How did their beliefs shape the message of Borobudur?
The Hawaiian school was known for its teachings on interconnectedness.
Okay.
And the idea that enlightenment is accessible to everyone.
Everyone.
The Gandavyuha, with its diverse cast of characters and its message of universal compassion, really embodies those ideals.
It's like the Hawaiian school found its perfect artistic expression in Borobudur.
I think so.
It also makes me wonder if there are other architectural or design elements of the temple itself that reflect this emphasis on interconnectedness.
That's an excellent question.
Thanks.
And one that scholars are still exploring.
Yeah?
The very structure of Borobudur, with its ascending levels and intricate network of pathways, could be seen as a metaphor for the interconnectedness of all things.
It definitely invites that kind of contemplation.
It does.
Now, shifting gears a bit.
Okay.
I've been thinking about the sheer logistics of building something as massive as Borobudur.
Right.
We're talking hundreds of thousands of stone blocks, intricate carvings, precise architectural alignments.
I know.
How do they manage to pull it off?
It's a question that continues to fascinate archaeologists and historians.
I bet.
Sadly, there are no blueprints or construction logs that have survived, so we don't have all the answers.
So it's another piece of the Borobudur puzzle.
It is.
But we can deduce from the reliefs and archaeological evidence that it was a monumental undertaking.
It was.
Imagine the skilled workers involved: stonecutters, sculptors, architects, laborers.
Right.
Not to mention all the people supporting them.
Exactly.
It would have required an incredible level of coordination and dedication.
It would have.
And to think they achieved this level of precision without modern technology.
I know.
Just moving those massive stones, carving those intricate details, it's mind-boggling.
Absolutely.
The fact that Borobudur stands today after centuries of neglect, volcanic eruptions, even attempted bombings,
I know,
speaks volumes about the ingenuity and craftsmanship of the people who built it.
It does.
It's a survivor.
It is.
And speaking of endurance, let's talk about the legacy of Borobudur.
Okay.
What impact did it have on the people of Java and on the wider Buddhist world?
Well, for centuries, Borobudur was a thriving center of pilgrimage and religious practice.
Okay.
It would have drawn people from all over Java and beyond who would have come to perform the ritual circumambulation, contemplate the reliefs, and deepen their understanding of the Dharma.
So it wasn't just a monument. It was a living, breathing embodiment of Buddhist teachings.
Precisely.
I like that.
Even after it was abandoned and fell into ruin, the memory of Borobudur never truly faded. Local people continued to venerate the site.
Wow.
And stories and legends about the temple were passed down through generations.
That speaks to its spiritual power, how it resonated with people.
It does.
Even in its neglected state.
Indeed, then, in the 19th century, Borobudur was rediscovered by European archaeologists and scholars who recognized its immense historical and artistic value.
Which led to its restoration and recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Right. Today, Borobudur is once again a major pilgrimage destination for Buddhists from around the world.
It is.
And a powerful symbol of Indonesia's rich cultural heritage.
It is.
It's a bridge between the past and present,
Yeah.
connecting us to the beliefs and aspirations of those who created this extraordinary monument.
It does.
And speaking of connections,
Yeah.
I think it's time to bring our focus back to Sudhana.
Oh, okay.
His story isn't just a relic of the past.
Right.
It's a blueprint for our own spiritual journeys.
I agree.
So how can we as modern listeners connect with Sudhana's experiences and apply them to our own lives?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
Sudhana starts out as this eager young man seeking knowledge and guidance. He's not afraid to ask questions, to challenge his own assumptions, and to learn from a diverse range of teachers.
So he embodies that spirit of lifelong learning, always striving to expand his understanding and worldview.
Exactly.
And his journey highlights the importance of finding spiritual friends.
It does.
Mentors who can help us see the world differently and guide us on our own paths.
Yes.
And these friends don't have to be monks or bodhisattvas,
They don't.
They can be anyone who inspires us, challenges us, and helps us grow.
Absolutely.
Like this podcast.
Like this podcast.
That's all.
It could be a teacher, a friend, a family member, even an author or artist whose work resonates deeply with us.
Yeah.
The key is to be open to learning from those around us, just as Sudhana was.
Sudhana also demonstrates the power of perseverance.
He does.
His pilgrimage is long and arduous, filled with challenges and setbacks. Yet he never gives up on his quest for enlightenment.
That's such a crucial point.
Yeah.
The path to awakening, whether it's a spiritual path or simply a journey of personal growth, isn't always easy. There will be moments of doubt, discouragement, or even a temptation to give up entirely.
But Sudhana's story reminds us to keep going, to trust the process, and to remember why we set out on this journey in the first place.
Exactly.
And ultimately, isn't that what the Gandavyuha is all about?
I think so.
This idea of compassion and service to others.
Exactly. It's not enough to simply seek enlightenment for ourselves.
Right.
We must use our wisdom and understanding to help alleviate the suffering of all beings.
Okay.
Just like Sudhana, we can strive to become bodhisattvas, actively contributing to a more compassionate and just world.
What a powerful message.
It is.
And it brings us to a crucial question.
Okay.
What does this deep dive into Borobudur reveal about the nature of art and its role in spiritual expression?
To me, it speaks to the audacity of the project itself. To envision carving an entire sutra into stone.
Wow.
Creating this visual encyclopedia of Buddhist teachings.
Yeah.
It's awe-inspiring.
I can imagine.
It's like they sought to capture the essence of the Dharma in a tangible form that could inspire and educate for generations to come.
And they succeeded.
They did.
Borobudur stands as a testament to the power of art.
It does.
To transcend time and space. To connect us to these profound spiritual truths.
Yes.
In a way that words alone cannot.
It reminds us that art is more than just aesthetics.
I agree.
It can be a vehicle for transformation, a catalyst for awakening.
And in the case of Borobudur, it's a seamless blend of artistry and spirituality.
It is.
These reliefs aren't just beautiful. They're layered with meaning, imbued with symbolism, and offer profound philosophical insights.
They do.
And let's not forget the role of the viewer.
No.
Borobudur wasn't meant to be a passive experience.
It was.
The act of circumambulating the temple,
Right.
following Sudhana's path.
Yeah.
It's a form of active engagement, a pilgrimage in itself.
It is.
It's not just about looking at pretty pictures.
Right.
It's about embodying the teachings.
Yeah.
Walking the path alongside Sudhana. And engaging with the teachings on a deeper level. And in that way, Borobudur becomes a transformative experience.
It does.
A journey that can lead us closer to our own awakening.
Yeah.
It's amazing how relevant Borobudur remains, even after all this time.
Yeah.
It's not just a testament to a specific time and place, but a reflection of the universal human search for meaning and enlightenment.
It's true. And what strikes me is that even though Borobudur was created within a specific cultural and religious context, its message goes beyond that.
Okay.
There's something about it that speaks to a deeper longing within us, a desire to connect with something larger than ourselves.
It's almost like Borobudur acts as a beacon.
Yeah.
Drawing us inward to explore our own consciousness and uncover the potential for wisdom and compassion that exists within each of us. But it's not just about personal transformation, is it?
Not at all. The Gandavyuha so vividly depicted in these reliefs reminds us that our awakening is interconnected with the awakening of all beings. It encourages us to take action, to utilize our understanding for the benefit of others, and contribute to a more just and compassionate world.
I love that it's a call to action to share what we've learned.
Yeah.
And help illuminate the path for others.
Exactly. And Borobudur in all its grandeur and intricate beauty serves as a powerful symbol of that responsibility.
Yeah, it does.
It's a testament to what we can achieve when we dedicate ourselves to something greater than ourselves, to a vision of a world where everyone can thrive.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I'm filled with a sense of awe.
Yeah.
An inspiration, Borobudur, is more than just a temple.
It is.
It's a testament to human creativity, devotion, and the timeless pursuit of meaning.
And it's a journey that's open to all of us.
It is.
Just like Sudhana, we can embark on our own pilgrimages. Seek guidance from those who inspire us. Contemplate the teachings that resonate with us. Strive to live lives filled with compassion and service.
So as we conclude, we have one final thought-provoking question for you.
Okay.
Dear listener, as you reflect on Sudhana's journey, what aspect resonates most deeply with you? Is there a spiritual friend in your life who has helped you see the world in a new light? And how can you, in your own unique way, contribute to the awakening of all beings?
If you ever have the opportunity to visit Borobudur, walk those paths with mindfulness. Allow yourself to be guided by the reliefs, and let the beauty and wisdom of this extraordinary monument wash over you.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the wonders of Borobudur. We hope you've emerged with a renewed sense of wonder and a deeper appreciation for the enduring human spirit that seeks and expresses the sacred.
Step into the heart of Borobudur, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Uncover stories etched in over 1,000 narrative panels. Wander through every corridor in a 360-degree virtual tour, or experience it all in virtual reality tour. Download a complete photo book. Modern captures and rare historic images are all at your fingertips. Preserve this legacy, share its wisdom, and deepen your understanding. Begin your journey now. Visit MediaLoca.com.